Did you know that women who read regularly actually have better overall mental health and lower stress levels? That doesn't even include the financial benefits like career advancement, negotiation skills, confidence, and your ability to, increase your financial literacy and wellness overall. So, if that sounds right up your alley and you're looking for some books to add to your list as far as personal growth and development, maybe a little bit of money, then you'll want to stick around. I will be saving the absolute best, my number one top pick for last, so you'll want to stick around because this is the book I literally tell everyone to read. And one of my students actually recently, one of my new students last week, was on a call with us and she was like, I read that book and yeah, it helped her to break through to a new level, shift her mindset, and it's what everyone says when they read it. So if you've been around for a while, then you've heard me talk about this before, but if you're new, I'm excited to share it with you. So let's dive right in. My third, right, in backwards order, recommendation is going to be The Smart Money Woman. Now, this is actually the book that I read that started my journey. So a lot of people will ask, like, Jessette, you said like you read a book that helped you to start your money journey. This was it. And I can't pronounce this lovely woman's name. She's from Nigeria, and I do not want to butcher it. If someone wants to put a phonetic spelling in the comments to help a sister out, please feel free to do so. But this book was given to me as a Christmas gift from my cousin, I think in December 2016. And in the book, what's really cool is that in the back of the chapters, she actually has these little exercises that she tells you to do in the recap. And this is how my first debt-free journey started, was exercising one of the resources, and she said to calculate your net worth. It was the first time I had ever done it. It's your assets minus your liabilities. And I was like negative $70,000. So it was the first time I saw it all in one place. And it was shocking. I was not expecting that because usually all of your stuff is all over the place, but it really helped kick me into gear. And the book is written in a way that's conversational. It's kind of storytelling as opposed to, it being like direct, if that makes sense. There's actually a Netflix series based on the book, which is really cool. It's a good series. I watched it. And so, you can read the book and you can also watch the series on Netflix, which is really fun. I think one of the reasons why it was one of the first times I ever actually finished a book on money was because she's cute, clearly, right? Like, it was representation. I saw someone who looked like me on the cover, and some of the stories and anecdotes and like money blocks and things like that were very relevant and relatable. So it was easier to digest the information, I think, because of that representation. And that's why I'm such an advocate for more, women and women of color writing books on all topics, but definitely in the finance space, because otherwise there's really not a lot of representation for us. So that's my number 3 pick. If that's number 3, and this is the one that helped me pay off over $90,000, then I mean, what are the other ones? After that book, which was the first book that I, read, this is one of the more recent books that I've read in the last maybe 1 to 2 years. And when I read it, I was like, yo, this is life. For anyone who wants to create a more executable plan, right? Because sometimes we plan, and we're not doing anything. We're not getting results. We're just sitting around planning stuff. This book is written in a way that helps to teach you how to plan with implementation in mind. Like, you're gonna actually get results and you're gonna actually get them on an accelerated pace. So number 2 book recommendation is called The 12-Week Year. Listen to me when I say, if you are ready to get results on an accelerated pace, the title of the book is Get More Done in 12 Weeks Than Others Do in 12 Months. So you're creating a 90-day plan for yourself that's gonna help you have very clear metrics to measure in the process of hitting your goals so that you can tweak your experiment as you go much faster. So having a 12-month goal means it's gonna take 12 months to know whether you hit the goal or not. When we break it down into smaller chunks, then it's easier for us to know, are we on track? Is there something that needs to change? Do we need to elicit some support or change a variable? So on and so forth. So I listened to this book and then I bought the physical copy. I listened to it every so often because it's so many good nuggets. I can't speak more highly of it when it comes to strategy, when it comes to time management, and having a plan that you actually implement and execute. This is actually one of the 2 required readings in my program, the Financial Freedom Accelerator, and I have my students read this because it helps us to create their strategic plan. And the funny thing is actually, I was doing this and I didn't know I was doing this before I ever read the book. So before I read the book, for a couple of years at least, I had my students, I sat down with them, and we would draft out 90-day goals in a strategic way. And I didn't know I was essentially doing the 12-week year until I read it and I was like, great minds think alike. So we were already headed in the right direction, but this helps us to truly lock in and be on pace. And it happens. My students will start seeing results and hitting their goals, which is really fun for them to see themselves hitting their 12-week goals. And if you don't hit your goal, it's not the end of the world. Guess what? There's another 12 weeks. And if you collapsed your 12-month goals into 12 weeks and didn't hit it, you still have plenty of time to make progress. I literally have seen students, hit their long-term goals in shorter amounts of time because of this. So I cannot speak more highly of that book. Again, like I said, I listened to it on Audible, and then I bought the physical copy because I haven't gone back yet, but I want to go back and highlight different places, put some little pins in it and things like that. So I'm excited to dive into it again, just to be able to get the nuggets once more, okay? So like I said, I was saving the best for last. My number 1 recommendation as far as books go, the book that I read in 2014, okay, that has really shaped a lot of my mindset and helped me to grow and constantly grow into, whatever version of myself I need to be in order to live the life that I want, is Lies We Tell Ourselves, The Psychology of Self-Deception. Now listen to me. This book is literally 47 pages. It's 48 pages, and that's with the references. It's a really short book, and it's written by Dr. Courtney Moran. But when I tell you, it's short but potent. So it's gonna drag you, I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna wanna maybe take some time if you're feeling a little bit raw, if you're feeling like you're being called out, which is gonna happen. This book is about our limiting beliefs and essentially how we're all pathological liars, to be honest. We delude ourselves into believing things that are not true about ourselves and about life that keep us stuck. And this, from a psychological perspective, teaches you how to see those limiting beliefs or lies, and then how to choose honesty, right? How to be honest with yourself and in your situation to live and have more peace and freedom. So this is literally anytime someone asks me for a book recommendation for years now, this is the book that I recommend time and time and time and time again. This is the first book I have my students read when they join our community, and we use this as a part of helping them to transform their money mindset, as a way of helping them to live healthier lives, because in our community, wealth starts with wellness, and it really shapes how we can literally change the narrative of our lives and how we see ourselves. So I highly recommend this one. You can grab it on Amazon. I'll make sure that the links are in the description if you want to be able to just grab them really quickly or add them to your cart for the next time you are doing a little haul. But when I was putting this list together, these top 3 books, which I think that you should read them in the order that I have given them to you, with number 1 being Lies We Tell Ourselves, read The 12-Week Year, read The Smart Money Woman, because that one would just be fun and anecdotal. But then I was like, oh yeah, guess what? I wrote a book, so why not share with y'all exactly what I have compiled from years and years and years of working in my own journey, but also the hundreds of women we've been able to help over the years. So the financial freedom, this is a bonus for y'all. Financial freedom formula, 5 steps to decrease debt, increase your income, and save money. I've written it like a workbook. So in the back of the chapters, as inspired by Smart Money Woman, there are actual questions, lines where you can write and fun stuff like that to be able to just have a place to put all of your ideas and thoughts, your goals, so on and so forth. I also like that I get to share some of what my students have been able to make happen too, because I would think like, okay, well, I was the only one that could get results. But no, some of my students have been able to get amazing results as well. And so I'm not a unicorn, they're not unicorns. You can get these results too, as long as you implement the right strategy for you. So that's my book, which was really exciting to write at the same time that I was actually pregnant and then had my son postpartum. It's really crazy to think like I was postpartum finishing and publishing my book, self-publishing my book. Absolutely mad. But it's so cool. My son is who inspired me to actually write the book and get it out into the world, because I was like, maybe I'll just drop off the face of the earth and be a mom and live my best life. And what if, someone still needs the gems? So like I said, it's a compilation of everything I've learned in my journey, but everything that I've pulled from my own coaching, my own therapy, all of my students, and all of that fun stuff. So I would love to hear your top recommendation, because I'm always looking for more books to read in personal development, because I'm just a personal development junkie, but also in the money space if you have any. So drop that in the comments and share, your recommendations with each other. If you want my full list of books, I've got a lengthy list that has, stuff on investing, things on personal development, just like my comprehensive go-to book list that I would love for you to be able to download instantly using the link in the description. If this has been helpful for you, if you want me to do more, books that have changed my life or books that I would recommend, let me know so that I can do that. Or book reviews, if you want me to talk about what's going on in the book, I can do that as well. But I want to know that it's what you want to see. Otherwise, yeah, you like this stuff, then stick around. I'm here to help you. I'm here to make sure that you're building wealth without burning yourself out, growing and evolving with your wellness at the center of your wealth building journey. Because if it's not sustainable, then what? If you are gonna gain all this money and then have to spend it on medical bills, let's say, or you don't have healthy relationships, the money doesn't matter. So I wanna see you healthy, winning, glowing, and thriving. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.